Hello everyone. Liverpool drug kingpin's famous teammates as former footballers sentenced to 13 years in prison. Jamie Cassidy, a former Liverpool prospect who played in the 1996 FA Youth Cup final along with Jamie Carragher and Michael Owen against future England stars Frank Lampard and Rio Ferdinand, has been jailed. Former Liverpool footballer Jamie Cassidy has been sentenced to 13 years in prison after admitting his role in a multi-million-pound drugs operation. As a teenager, Cassidy was part of the Liverpool squad that won the FA Youth Cup in 1996, beating West Ham 4-1 on aggregate. Jamie Carragher and Michael Owen were among his teammates, while Frank Lampard and Rio Ferdinand represented the Hammers. Cassidy also represented England at youth level and signed a professional contract with Liverpool. However, he suffered a serious knee injury and was released by the Reds in 1999 at the age of 21, going on to spend a year at Cambridge United before dropping into League One. In his 2008 autobiography, Carragher said Cassidy would have been a certain Liverpool regular if he hadn't suffered so much with injuries, and the now 46-year-old ended up turning to a life of crime as part of a gang led by his older brother Jonathan. Cassidy has now been jailed for 13 years after he pleaded guilty to conspiracy to evade the prohibition on the importation of controlled drugs, conspiracy to supply Class A drugs and conspiracy to transfer criminal property. An insider close to Jamie told The Mirror he was a nice lad who went down the wrong path. In a 6-week period from April to May 2020, just months before their arrests, the Cassidys organised deals that brought drugs worth more than £28 million to the UK. The Merseyside pair laundered their money through a property business. The firm invested the cash in land and bought several sites in Liverpool, including a former cinema. But their drugs racket collapsed when the EncroChat encrypted communications system was busted by detectives in France, exposing thousands of criminals. In court, Cassidy's lawyer Paul Greeny spoke of his descent from promising footballer into the world of crime. Jamie Cassidy was a footballer of exceptional talent and promise, he told the court. He was signed by Liverpool at the age of 9. With Jamie Carragher he was awarded one of 16 places at the FA Centre of Excellence. At the age of 15, he was the leading scorer for the England under-16 team in the 93-94 season with 6 goals including 3 in the European under-16 Championships. In the following season he was the top scorer for the England under-16 team. He was a part of the Liverpool team which won the FA Youth Cup alongside Jamie Carragher and Michael Owen. He then broke into the first team making a number of appearances but injuries wrecked his career. Teammates: Michael Owen, then only 16, had scored 2 hat-tricks in earlier rounds, of course scored in the final. Within a year he would be scoring on his Liverpool debut. 2 years later he'd be bagging that goal against Argentina at the World Cup. Won the Ballon d'Or in 2001 and also played for Real Madrid, Manchester United and Newcastle before retiring. Now often seen on punditry duty, at horse racing, or interviewing refs Chief Howard Webb. Jamie Carragher has gone down in Liverpool FC folklore for his one-club career and making the most out of his career through sheer bloody-mindedness and hard work. A Champions League winner, he never lifted the Premier League but won a handful of major cups. Now seen working as a pundit on Sky Sports with sidekick Gary Neville or on CBS in America, being put in his place by Kate Abdo. David Thompson. The diminutive midfielder broke through at Anfield into the first team but never really nailed down a spot. Made 56 appearances in just under 4 years before joining Coventry City in 2000 for £3.5 million. Went on to Blackburn, Wigan, Portsmouth and Bolton, before retiring in 2007 as a result of a chronic knee injury. Has worked regularly on radio since, as well as a sporting director, while he has his UEFA, a coaching licence. Phil Brazier. Liverpool's captain that night, a week after their White Armani Suits FA Cup final, Brazier spent 18 months on a senior contract at Anfield before being let go. Had non-league spells at Vauxhall Motors and Northwich Victoria before trying his hand in management at Marine. Opposition: Rio Ferdinand. The England and Manchester United legend, now often seen as a pundit on TNT Sport, Ferdinand had made his senior West Ham bow a fortnight previously. Played out of position in the final, in midfield, he went on to break the transfer record for a defender when joining United from Leeds for £30 million, winning a host of major honours at Old Trafford. Frank Lampard. The goal-scoring midfielder, he ultimately left West Ham under something of a cloud, before becoming a Chelsea legend, the club's all-time record goal-scorer. After a sojourn in MLS, has tried his hand at management, last seen getting sacked by Everton. Thanks for watched this video. If you like this, don't forget like and subscribe this channel. Goodbye.